Hello folks, hope you're all doing well. It has been a few days, possibly even nearly a week, since I've had a video out. It's the end of the school holidays up here in Scotland, so we had a few days away there, and I'm just back to get back on with things. So I'm in the Polytunnel, and there's a bit of a situation. So everything was looking absolutely grand before I went away. Bit of a spin round. I might have to turn you around in a wee second there to see it better, but some of the tomatoes are just looking a little bit dodgy. I'm a bit concerned. It might be blight on them. There's been a lot of it about this year. I've seen loads of stuff in the Facebook groups and whatnot. Loads of people having trouble with it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know enough about blight to know whether it is or not. But what I'll do is I'll spin you around, we'll have a good look at them, we'll see how it's going, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do about it. Back with you in just a moment. Right, so behind all these cucumbers is the tomatoes, so I'll show you here. So I came back, so I was away for about 3 days, so they all had a good water just before I left. And when I came back, some of the leaves you can see are sort of looking like this. I'll get right in close there so you can see them. And these ones. So I'll not show you me doing the whole lot, because that'll be a bit boring, because I'm just going to do the same thing to each plant. Anyway, pair of snips. Old compost bag, take off all these leaves right at the top here. I'm saying all the leaves have got it all the way up there. They're all going to come off, and we're going to keep these in the compost bag, and I'm going to keep them in the I keep loads of old compost bags for all sorts of stuff, but for reasons like this, as a prime example, because these possibly diseased leaves are going to come home with me, and they're going to go in the little sort of metal incinerator thing that I've got in the garden there, because anything that's potentially got blight on it should be incinerated. So we'll have a bit of a bonfire. We'll burn some old cardboard boxes that I need to get rid of. So we'll burn them, and we'll chuck all these leaves in as well. The downside is when you burn the green things, like you all probably know, is that there'll be loads and loads and loads of smoke come off them, so I'm sure the neighbours will love that. But it's for the greater good. We're not spreading diseased tomato leaf plant things anywhere further than we should do. But while we're in here, I'm pleased to report that the cucumbers and the chilies that are over there, and the green peppers, well, they're green at the moment, but the sweet peppers are looking absolutely grand. So that's a bit of a positive, because you can imagine, you know, you all get that sort of anxiety when you're going away for a few days and you're having to leave your veg babies or your fruit babies at the allotments, somewhat unintended. So it was. We actually ended up going away on the Thursday night. We weren't going to go away till Friday, but we went away on Thursday. So I came up Thursday evening after work. Beautiful night. Everything, all these halo pots, everything got filled up to the brim. So they got a good water, and they got a feed as well, which was great because it was that time of the week. And they were looking absolutely, honestly, none of this sort of brown, none of this dead material on the leaves was there. It was just non-existent. And then you can imagine I was away for the weekend thinking about my vegetables all the time, and then you come back, and then I came up yesterday because I knew that everything needed feeding. I knew I'd have to come up and water it because it had been 2.5-3 days without any sort of water. And I came in, and the first sort of thing I saw was this. And I was like, oh no. And because there's been so many stories and things around this year about people getting blight, you immediately think the worst. But having a look at it, I think we've dodged the bullet on this occasion, and I think we should be okay with this one. But as always with these things, like we did with the potatoes when they were a bit dodgy, snip them off. I mean, that's not going to be doing anything now. It's not going to be photosynthesizing and putting energy into the plants. Where that's died, that's just going to spread through the leaf and die, so there's no point in having the leaves on there. If anything, they're just going to be withdrawing moisture and food out of what I'm giving the plants and putting it in the leaves that are going to die. So there's no point in keeping them on the plants, but you can see them there. I keep holding them up as if they're different. They all look the same. But it was just that, you know, you just get that moment, don't you, where your sort of heart sinks and you're like, oh no, what is it? But again, like I was saying before, if anybody can give me a definitive diagnosis, any of you tomato experts out there, please let me know in the comments anything that reassures me. And if it does turn out to be blight, I was thinking about this. I was like, oh God, if it is blight, crikey, am I going to lose all these tomatoes? Well, no, because before it gets any worse, I'll take the fruits off and we'll get them ripened. We'll stick them on the windowsill at home and get them ripened and still use them. Or, oh man, look what I've done. Look what I've done. I've made a mistake. Too much chatting to the camera and not enough concentrating on the tomatoes. So in some sort of uncanny coincidence, what I would do is cut the fruit off and take them home and ripen them. So guess what I'm going to do with these ones? So we'll put them to one side. I can't believe I've just done that, honestly. More concentrating on the tomatoes, less chitter-chattering to the camera. Anyway, if anybody can give me a definitive answer, please do. Because we'll just cope. Because I was like I was saying, I was a bit disheartened yesterday when I'd seen it all. You know, I was like, oh man. But if it is, it is. We'll just deal with it. And I was watering some things at home, and in the little greenhouse at home, I've got loads of new crops ready to go out. You know, there's stuff for going into the autumn months, and I've got a couple of experiments planned that I'm gonna get them started sometime this week because I'm running out of time for them. So we've got some autumn carrots, some lettuces and stuff. We're going to different composts. We've got peat-free, we've got peat-based ones, and I've got carrots that have been started at the garden centre and ones I'm going to grow from seed. So we'll do some experiments and we'll see what grows best. And I was like, I've got loads of stuff to look forward to. There's loads of good stuff still going on. Don't worry too much if it is blight on the tomatoes. Hopefully it's not. Like I say, the stems look fine. They look absolutely tip-top. Apart from that one at the end, it's got those 2 little or 3 little brown marks on them. So I've taken photos of them, so I'm going to just check on them every day just to see if that grows, gets any bigger, or if it just stays the same and it's just marks on the stem. But rest of the stems on all the other plants look absolutely fine, so hopefully they'll be okay. Anyway, back to business. So this is pretty much all I've done is strip near enough all the leaves off these plants. There's a couple at the bottom there that I'll get once I'm finished filming, just so I don't bore you with me crawling around in there hiding about somewhere. We'll get them sorted, we'll get them off, but I'm going to do the same with all the other plants, and hopefully that is something in the leaves. It's just going to stop it from spreading and making things any worse. But that's today's job done anyway. I'll bring you down and we'll talk about finishing off and what's going to happen in here. Righty-tighty, so you can see the stem here with all the leaves chopped off. We've just got the fruit on it there, loads of fruit on the bottom of this one, and you can see it all over here as well. Again, all the leaves are off. I've missed oh, you always miss a bit, don't you? Missed that there. But yeah, you see all the leaves are off. Flowers at the top again. Don't think they're going to do much at this time of year compared to what they looked like before. So this is one I've not done yet. You see this horrible crispy leaves, but stems are looking fine. Right, back with you in a jiffy. So that's me pretty much done for today. It's just a quick one. I've had no time recently to get up here, honestly. One of the reasons we're in the Polytunnel is because everything out there looks a right mess. There's weeds everywhere. You know, when you just the last few weeks I've been so short of time to get stuff done up here. The weeds have gone rife, and quite frankly, it's embarrassing the way it looks out there at the moment. So you aren't going out there, you're just staying in here to look at tomato problems. And maybe what I was speaking to my plot neighbours just earlier on, then I was saying what I need is a day. I need a whole day up here where I can just get up and just blitz the lot, just get it sorted, right? A whole day to get loads of jobs sorted from like 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night. A good 12 hours up here, getting loads of jobs and bits and pieces done. So I think I'm gonna have a look at work and see if I can get a day off during the week and just come up here, spend some time getting stuff sorted, and I'll feel so much better to get all those jobs done going into the autumn, end of the summer, getting things like that done, and we'll be ready to go again. So tomato problems, let me know in the comments what you think. Is it blight? Is it not? Is it something else? Have they been frazzled? Have they not had enough water? Have they had this, that or the other? Please let me know. But that is me done for today, I think, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.